on Facebook and YouTube for the first time at the same time.
Not for the first time. We do this all the time.
No, but like usually we're first live on Facebook for like 3 minutes while you're figuring out YouTube.
So that was a failure, unfortunately.
Yeah, so
I was
sorry.
working hard on that too.
So hopefully we'll eventually get it figured out, but for right now, we put together this setup right now we have going. And thanks for rejoining.
Oh, a couple news items. Deeper State Keto, 1 day only today. If you go to deeperstateketo.com and you use the code July15, one word, just July15, you get 15% off. And it's only open for sale today. So if you're interested in that, check that out. It's like a 90-day cutting course with Keto Savage, pro bodybuilder, and the podcast.
Yeah, we got an amazing podcast that dropped today with Corey Goodwin. He's at Keto Corey on Instagram. Great transformation and a lot of insights and tips.
And we have a blog post.
Yeah, right? So that went live at 7:30 along with the corresponding blog post for the last 5 weight loss series podcasts we've done. We've done them every other, and it's a really, really well-written blog post in the sense you get just like their quotes for all the questions that we asked on the podcast about cheat days, about motivation, about getting started, about, you know, what is their mistakes that they wish they could change. So check that out if you haven't listened to the podcast and you prefer to like just read your knowledge.
And what are we making?
And then we also have the keto mug bread that went live today.
Oh, yeah.
On our site, so we got 2 posts for you today. And then today we are making the egg loaf. So I've seen it on Instagram a lot lately.
It's really taken the world by storm.
Yeah, so we figured we had to give it a try again. I tried it personally myself once, and maybe I just like didn't have luck or do it well. But we're gonna maybe change it up a little, maybe add some flavorings, because you can have fun with this apparently. You can add nuts,
What
you can add
flavorings
spices.
are you gonna add?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you what you wanted.
I want like French toast flavor.
So like maple syrup?
Like cinnamon,
So cinnamon French
nutmeg.
toast. Okay, so we'll add a bunch of spices, but it's a really basic recipe created by Keto Sam I Am on Instagram. Her name's Samantha. So go follow her, check her out, and also follow along if you want, because all you really need is eggs, cream cheese, butter, and then we're going to be using some stevia for some sweetener, and then whatever spices or add-ins you want. But just those 4 makes the egg loaf. And then we're going to bake it. So have your oven preheating right now to 350 degrees.
What happened to the first live stream? We were trying to use our camera, this here, but it didn't work. It was I think it's like recording it too high of a quality, and then like trying to stream that it doesn't work. It's all choppy. So we'll work on that in the future.
France beat Croatia.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the news on my phone.
Beautiful kitchen. Did you guys move? Yeah, we haven't told you yet, but we are in our new house. It's really empty still.
Julius, come here, bud.
Everything except the kitchen is really empty. But yeah, we got some recipes we tried earlier back there. One of them is espresso cookies. I was trying to make like an espresso coffee cake, but I decided it was more of a cookie.
And then we're working hard and long on our Fat Bomb ebook that'll be coming out for you guys soon.
Is it really echoey? Someone's saying a lot of echoes.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have anything filled in this room really. Like there's no living room furniture or rug.
Just empty.
Just super empty. So sorry about the echo-ness, but we can't really do much at this point until we get some furniture.
Yeah, a lot of people saying echo.
Is it like really horrendous, like it's hurting your ears? I mean, I feel bad if that's the case. I don't know what we could do really.
Yeah, maybe like get a blanket and hang it behind or something. I'll do that.
Sounds like cloud bread. Yeah, it does sound like cloud bread, except cloud bread just uses the whites, not the yolks. So I'm assuming it's denser. So it's been described as like a soggy French toast, which sounds delicious. French toast was always my go-to over pancakes, pre-keto. So we'll see what this turns out like. So I guess we'll just inform you. I'm using this baking casserole dish for the entire recipe. we are gonna do, so the ratio is just 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 1 ounce of cream cheese. And then you can scale that up to whatever size you want. I think we're gonna go 4 times, and hopefully that'll be enough to fill this guy and bake for 15 to 30 minutes, anywhere in there, depending on how dense you like it. And all this information I've read off of the original recipe on, like I mentioned, Keto Sam I Am on Instagram. But as soon as Matt gets over here, I'll get started baking so that he can answer the questions, field them for us. Let's see what's going on. Okay, people said they can live with the echoes. They're not that bad. Good to know. I'm really serious about going keto. Just wondered how hard mentality-wise it is. I mean, it's as hard as you want to make it for yourself. A lot of people struggle, I think, and even for me, in the beginning, it was a struggle because I was always thinking about what I couldn't eat and what I was missing out on, as opposed to what delicious foods I could eat and enjoy in surplus. Because for so long I was, staying away from fat because I was doing low fat, pretty high carb, and then all of a sudden I can enjoy these really fatty cuts of meat plus extra fat on top. I make my egg salad daily and I enjoy it, and it really fuels me. So thinking about it is up to you how you want to start keto. Just have a positive mindset, and I think it'll be good for you.
Did that improve the echo at all?
Matt just hung up a bunch of blankies.
Let me know. Thoughts on Jason Genova, 1,200-pound bench? Haven't seen it. Jason Genova, is he one of the fake weights guys? I know there's some of these guys that use fake weights all the time. I think he might be one of them. I'm not sure though. I made this loaf this morning. So yeah, Mega made this once before. I didn't try it, but people seem to love it, so I'm gonna give it like a real taste test here. Oh, audio's improved a little bit, okay.
Good, so it's definitely the blankets are helping.
Much better. Ooh.
Julius
is just gonna like tear it all down.
I know, he's just trying to eat the blankets. Okay, should I get started?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, as I mentioned, just eggs, butter, cream cheese, and we're gonna quadruple the recipe. So we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 ounces of cream cheese, and 4 large eggs.
Someone wants to know if you're drinking vodka just on a Sunday morning like
I
that.
am drinking vodka just on a Sunday morning. No, it's Topo Chico, so it's all the rage. I know, I've conformed, but I love me some Topo Chico. There's something about it. It tastes more like soda than it does carbonated water. So it really satisfies that craving.
So I hear it, like a lot of the kids these days are drinking this and it's all the rage, but I tried it. I was not impressed at all.
As he drinks 9.
I don't get what all the buzz is about.
So you haven't drank carbonated water for as long as I have, or most people. You just got on the train when you started dating me. But I've drank a lot of carbonated water in my life, and I will say Topo Chico knows what they're doing. My hair is really ridiculous, sorry. Okay, let me get started.
I think this carbonated water is way better. It's my favorite.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put the cream cheese and the butter in a bowl, and I'm gonna like soften it in the microwave. I hope I'm doing this right. I didn't read like any specific instructions in that regard, but
Oh, Julius, no.
I want it to be softened, and then my eggs room temperature, because we're gonna use an immersion blender to really just get out all the chunks.
Is that what the recipe calls for?
Yeah, okay. Using an immersion blender is key apparently. So that's what we're gonna do. So 4 ounces of cream cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter are going in this microwave safe mixing bowl.
And we're gonna do some vlogs and stuff on this, but lately we're doing a new powerlifting program, guys.
It's been really amazing.
We're seeing if we can up our lifts.
What's 28 times 4?
It's called the Juggernaut Method.
Juggernaut.
112. You guys are awesome. Thanks to you, my wife lost 80 pounds and I lost 50. You saved our lives.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
You guys are killing it over there.
Yeah.
Pellegrino, yeah, Pellegrino is pretty good too.
I do love Pellegrino.
Someone said put it in a blender, that'd probably work. What kind of butter are you using?
Just normal butter.
Normal. Is it salted or unsalted?
Unsalted.
I watched it on AD Keto yesterday. Yeah, check out AD Keto on YouTube. He has a really good channel. High quality videos, a lot of dad jokes too.
Oh, did he make this?
Yeah, he made this the other day.
Oh, so we're just taking his idea.
Have you looked into strong lifts, 5x5? Yeah, I looked into that. I actually got the starting strength book. I read through a lot of that. But I think Juggernaut Method is more my style because it's a little bit of like functional, like more fitness and not just pure power strength.
Should I do it in the blender? That's a good idea.
Yeah, whatever you think is best.
It's easier.
Is that a program at Marietta Barbell? That's where we're going, the gym.
It's not the program there, but it is,
We're getting coaching from a guy there actually though, who's like a pro. Is he a pro?
I don't know, you keep saying he is.
He's very like
He
highly
should
regarded.
be a pro.
Any Atlanta book signings or meetups soon? I don't think we have anything planned.
We don't.
What can I do if I'm allergic to eggs and dairy? I got your cookbook. Love it.
We have a lot of recipes that don't use eggs and dairy in our cookbook, don't we? It has a recipe index, so you know what to avoid.
What state did you guys move to again? I forgot. We stayed in the same state. We're still in Georgia.
Georgia.
Is it affordable? Sorry to bug you about it. I should just do the research. What are you talking about, Aaron?
Keto.
Oh, the Juggernaut Method program. Is that affordable? Yeah, it's free. You can download it. I actually bought the Kindle version of the book. It was $9, but the program is freely available online. The engagement is off. Where's the ring, Mega?
I don't wear it.
We need to get it resized. Why don't you ever wear it?
I do wear it, I just forget.
Chia seeds and water for egg replacement and baking. I'm pretty sure it's flax seeds,
It's
right?
it's flax and water.
Yeah.
I think 3-to-1 flax, but definitely just look that up.
Thoughts on soybean noodles? Soybean noodles. Are you talking about like shirataki noodles? We eat those sometimes. They're fine for keto. I think that's what you mean.
You think a blender will make it not chunky at all, right?
Yeah. Ninja blender?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got some cream cheese and some butter melted here.
It's not fully melted, it's softened, and you can't see anything
You
through the
can't
light.
see. It's being drowned out by the light. There.
Show Facebook.
There. Very bright. Oh.
Sorry, guys. So I'm just gonna add it to my blender, but you can also use an immersion blender, so that's like the handheld one. But this is gonna be easier for me and easy cleanup.
Benefits of deeper state keto versus the meal prep course. The benefits of deeper state keto would be if you're really looking to get after it for 90 days, you want to like set a 90-day goal, gain muscle, lose fat, just like really, I would say more of a concerted, like challengey type of effort, whereas the meal prep is more lifestyle oriented. Like you can do that forever. That would be the difference.
Yeah, we wouldn't recommend doing deeper state keto like forever, for long term.
Rediscovered chia seeds, good breakfast item. I agree. How can I make gnocchi keto style? I think you can maybe pull it off with cauliflower. I'm not sure though.
So you think blending eggs is fine, right?
Yeah. Is this really hot though?
It's not too hot, no.
Okay. Have you ever used flax milk for cooking?
Yeah, all the time.
It's basically just a substitution for almond milk. You can
Or
use
coconut milk or anything, yeah, milk-wise you want.
I've lost 10 pounds on deeper state keto. It's awesome.
Yay, congratulations. Okay, so now I'm adding my 4 eggs to the blender as well.
4 eggs. So we're doing 4, 4, 4.
Yep. And then again, like I said, my oven is preheating to 350, so you want to get that going.
Someone said they added baking powder and it really rose well. I think I don't want it to rise. I want it to be dense.
Okay, so now I'm going to do salt, because I add salt to everything. And then we're going to do liquid stevia and some French toast style like, I guess Christmassy, like cinnamon, nutmeg. We're gonna add some seasonings.
Yeah. Anyone got tips for chia seed pudding? I got a lot of tips. The main tip I think is you're gonna want to use about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds per cup of like milk replacement. Like if you're using almond milk or flax milk. I need to adjust these lights, they're too bright. Looks like a dungeon in here.
Just rosemary, just nutmeg and cinnamon?
Yeah.
Allspice?
No. Is this your house? Yeah, this is our new house.
Welcome to the Keto Connect household, guys. Increased anxiety and panic attacks my first week on keto. Any advice? From the people we've spoken to and heard, it usually is the opposite. Like the keto diet really allows you to get in tune with more your body, and that helps alleviate some anxiety and stress. But I don't know what that could be correlated to, you know?
$4 donation, Geronimo Venti. That's a cool name. And he says, wild hair mega is so much hotter.
Thank you. I
agree.
bring
I
it
always
out.
tell her that.
I don't bring it out that much. I want to look good for YouTube, because I guess I just focus on the, you know, on the comments that are like, it looks like she just rolled out of bed with the flu.
CBD oil for anxiety, says someone. That does tend to help a little bit.
It is expensive though, so I'm just, so I'm gonna close that. I'm doing a little dash of nutmeg. You don't want to go too hard with the nutmeg.
Yeah, it's super expensive.
And then CBD.
Yeah, CBD, not nutmeg.
Okay, that's not. And then we're gonna do a good dash of cinnamon, and then some liquid stevia.
Question, can you please yellow minion Mike, and I want to scrub them, please. I don't know what that means. It's a cool sentence, though. My husband is a pilot and struggling to find keto food to pack when he's away for days at a time. He sometimes doesn't have access to a fridge. Any tips for eating keto while away from home? It could be kind of tough. I mean, like, nuts are nice and portable. Every time in the airport, they usually have good like at least Chipotle or a burger. You can get bunless burger. We get like hard-boiled eggs a lot of the time. There's like some fancy cafes
Or like
that
a
have
meat
them.
and cheese packet type of thing. So I'm gonna now put this. I'm gonna now blend this, guys.
Mega is going to blend it.
Until it's really uniform in consistency. You don't want chunks. You want it like super smooth. It's gonna be loud.
It's gonna be loud. 1 sec. Have you guys tried Kirkland Costco protein bars? We have tried them. They're not bad. They're not great though. Like they're not as good as Quest bars for sure.
They do use cashews instead of almonds too, if that's a positive for you.
Oh, there's no almonds in them?
No. All right, guys. So this is the liquid.
Longest blend ever, said someone.
I mean, I wanted to get it really good consistency. Now I'm just gonna pour it into this loaf pan. Do you think this is too big? No, right?
That should be.
Oh, I'm gonna grease my loaf pan coconut oil
Can
spray.
you remove Miley's hairs from the pan before you put it in?
No, we like to eat those.
This might be. It's gonna be pretty flat in this.
It rises though, doesn't it?
That's okay though.
Coconut oil spray, where is it?
I don't think we have it. Just use some coconut oil and like rub it around.
Beef tallow.
Coconut nectar, someone is asking about. I believe it's coconut sugar. That's still sugar. Yeah. All of these like coconut derivatives, if that's a word, derivatives, like coconut sugar. I've never really heard of coconut nectar, but I assume that it is
like agave nectar is
high
like syrup.
sugar. There's like coconut butter. That is not super high carb. You can have that once in a while.
I'm using beef tallow.
Do you have a video on DSK? Yeah, if you go to deeperstateketo.com, you can actually read
so bright.
Or you can actually, there's a couple free videos on there you can watch and kind of see what it's about. Tried the Quest pizza. It's amazing, said someone.
It's also the most carbs I've ever seen in a product like that.
Is that how many?
We just talked about this yesterday. The entire thing is 42 carbs. It's like a no cookie.
42 carbs, but it's
total carb.
Total carbs. But how many net?
I think it's 36 fiber.
Yeah. I want to try it. We'll definitely try it at some point.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these things are really just weird concoctions. Like their pizza is, it's like cheese and protein powder and corn fiber.
A lot of corn fiber.
All mixed together, which is not really food, but
you can just make a good one at home though.
When we're sauced up on vacation and there's a Quest pizza in the GNC, we're buying it for sure.
Exactly. And then finding a microwave.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pour it in my greased pan.
Did you ever cook with lard? We do sometimes. We got this beef tallow we use. I don't like buying like the pork lard, the cheap stuff from the grocery store. I like getting more like fancier tallow, or like we get duck fat sometimes.
I love duck fat and bone broth. That's like the perfect combo.
Do you think Werther's no sugar added candies are okay on keto? Yeah, you should start your own channel. Grandpa does keto, and just eat Werther's originals all day.
Aren't they? Do they have maltitol?
I'm not sure. They might. I would look to see if they have maltitol. Werther's originals are like the oldest man candy there is.
I used to love those. I used to eat them all the time.
My grandpa always eat them, and I would eat them when I went over his house.
Yeah.
Bought your book at an Amazon bookstore, 5-star rating. I squealed when I saw it.
Thank you. That's so cute. I love squealing.
You just squealed earlier today.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna sprinkle more cinnamon on top.
You're gonna try this too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. All right, it's going in the oven, 350, and it ranges anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, apparently, depending on how dense and how much you have. So we want it pretty dense, right? You don't want. So if you undercook it, it's like flan. If you overcook it, it's like soggy French toast.
How long does it take?
15 to 30.
Okay.
So we're probably gonna go for like the 30 range.
No, I was thinking I want to undercook it.
You want a flan?
Yeah, I want more.
You said
flan.
you want a dense.
Well, we'll gauge it. We'll check on it at 20.
He never knows what he wants. We'll check on it at 20. Going in the oven, guys.
How do you get back on the keto diet? How do you find your way back? Like, I'm assuming you were on it for a while, then you messed up. I think just kind of taking a step back and thinking about the things you're eating and what, I don't know, like how far we currently are from what human beings eat. You know, like we go to the grocery store, we buy like plastic packages of foods, you know? It's like a dystopian future almost if you were to go back a couple hundred years. So I think just trying to get back and just keep it simple, just think like, what's food? I'll eat some food today, you know, not all this weird stuff. Maybe that's a good place to start. What's your advice for getting back?
From like a cheat day?
Yeah, just like you did keto before, but now you're just off the train hardcore.
I don't know. I mean, I for me, like reminding myself of how good something made me feel or how good it made me looked, is a lot of motivation. So like if you felt really good on the keto diet and you just like slipped up and it turned into a slippery slope, try to like remind yourself why you started and what the positives were and focus on those, and you know, just take it each day at a time, each meal at a time. Don't make it too stressful because then it's going to be hard to get back.
What are you making?
Oh, we're making an egg loaf. Something we saw on Instagram a lot of people are making. And Keto Sam I Am is the original recipe maker. Did you figure out how to master the keto croissant yet? Oh God.
No.
If we did though, I would be eating all the croissants.
I've seen pictures of keto croissants and they don't look as good as real croissants.
I mean, you can't have a cinnamon roll ever again from, what's it called? Cinnabon? Yeah, you're never experiencing something like that keto-wise.
France just won the World Cup and this is how you weirdos celebrate? I was rooting for Croatia actually.
So we're actually mourning. Our active bars keto, some of them don't use maltitol, the new ones. Those can definitely fit into your lifestyle, your diet, if they're helpful and they're really convenient. But stay away from the ones that say maltitol.
Can I have a free lactose organic milk? So like lactose-free organic milk? I've never looked at the macros on that. I'm assuming it's still pretty high carb, but you can have whatever you want. If you're just trying to do more of like a lactose-free diet, then yeah, that makes sense. But if you're trying to be in ketosis, I don't know how that would necessarily fit in. What do you think of fat fasts?
We used to do fat fasting a lot in the morning before the gym, and I liked it because it allowed me to just really like push myself as hard as possible in the gym because I wasn't full of food. But I mean, I've never done an extended fat fast. I don't really see the purpose.
No, I don't see much of a purpose either in like a really long-term fat fast. I guess it kind of gets your like true hunger in check a little bit. You're not eating any like carbs at all, any protein at all. It's just really like stabilizing, getting you to a good baseline maybe, but not something I think I would do. What do you guys like more, collagen peptides or collagen gelatin?
What?
I like gelatin to use in like baked goods and stuff, but I don't like either as a supplement.
As a supplement, no. That's funny. I don't know why I laughed so hard. Are there any cheeseless pizza crusts? Yes.
Cheeseless?
Our psyllium husk one? There's no cheese in that, right?
I don't think so, no.
No, we have a pizza crust that's cheeseless. We also have the almond meal, the deep dish pizza crust. That's almond meal.
That has cheese, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it does.
We definitely have one on our food block though.
Ivan Rodriguez, $5 donation. Everyone watching this video should have liked it by now so as not to be so moochish. Just saying, LOL. Thank you for answering my question. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Dr. Berg, I think, says not to count the carbs from veggies like raw spinach. What are your feelings on counting veggie carbs? We get this question a lot.
I think that's a good sign though, because that means a lot of people are newly coming to the diet, and so they're doing research and they're finding Dr. Berg. But if you're putting something into your mouth and then it's being digested and processed by your body, why wouldn't you count that, right? So ask yourself that question, especially if tracking is important to you and you want to know what's happening in your body, or like you're trying to detect like sensitivities and things like that. Knowing what you're eating and how it's impacting you is important, I think.
It doesn't make sense not to count things, right? Like you can't go back and analyze the things you haven't counted, right? So I would just count everything. It doesn't hurt. And if that means like maybe you want to count the carbs, but you want to increase your carb limit for the day or whatever, your daily carb limit with veggies, then that could be another route to go. But I would at least count them so you have like some thing that you can cross-check at a later date if you run into trouble. Where do you buy most of your supplements? Amazon?
The grocery store?
The grocery store?
Just like Whole Foods.
I've been buying this company, it's called NutraBio. They have good supplements. What other companies? Like Thorne Research has really good supplements.
I don't even put Quest bars into my MyFitnessPal because it destroys my life. Ideas what to put in that might affect the macros for bars.
You can put like, if you search for Quest bar net carbs, it usually has an entry for that too. So you can put those in, right?
Yeah, or just mentally track it, I suppose, if you're gonna have a Quest bar.
I gotta say that coconut cream pie of yours is crazy good. Matt, how has your experimenting with the pre-workout Karo Syrup been working out? How much are you taking? Haven't been taking it as much lately, but overall, I've done it once in the past too, for maybe a month straight. I like it. I feel like it pushes me a little bit harder, even if it's just mentally, because I feel like I have to burn off the carbs I take pre-workout. But we're working out a little bit later on in the day now, so I have more energy because I like eating a meal beforehand and stuff, so I haven't been taking it.
Help me. I need a candy I can eat. Is isomalt bad? My wife and I are eating keto. It's because of you. I've lost 30 pounds and my wife has lost 50. It's your recipes, info, and inspiration that really, they really work great. Thank you. That's amazing. Candies, I mean, I think what candies are good on keto? I was thinking about the other day.
Candies?
Yeah, because I miss candy too, but like
Chocolate bars, there's a bunch.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking of like mini candies or something.
Like
but
Snickers.
yeah, but candy wise, like Coco Polo, Lily's, they have good chocolate bars that you can give a try.
Yeah. There's not really any legit candies.
I mean, Fat Bombs are like candies.
There's like Russell Stover, but those aren't really
Those aren't good, yeah.
Someone donated $20. Sylvia Miranda, you guys are doing a great job. You just moved, so people need to chill. Mega, you're a natural beauty. Wish I'd wake up with my hair looking like yours. By the way, Keto Freckles here. Making chili, ran out of eggs.
Hi, Keto Freckles. And chili, I suggested maybe doing chili today, but we're going to be prepping something else soon, so we didn't do the chili.
I don't count my veggie carbs. Depends on the veggies. Okay. Going to Italy in a month. Hoping I have the same willpower as you two. Gelato is my weakness. Yeah, most people said if you try one thing, it should probably be gelato, right?
Yeah. No shame, though. If you want to try it, go for it. Also, don't forget to read the blog post I wrote up that talks about all the places we stopped and the things we did to stay low carb.
Have you heard of Keto Balance?
No.
Do y'all drink diet drinks?
Yeah, Sprite Zero is
Yeah.
what we have in our household, and then we have Zevia. And then these carbonated waters, whatever brand you get, those really help with like kicking soda for me.
Should you count vegetable and fruit carbs? I mean, if you're not counting fruit carbs, you're definitely doing it wrong, I would say, because fruit has a ton of carbs in it. Like an apple has 26 grams, banana has like 30 grams. So yeah, at the minimum, you're gonna want to count fruit carbs. I would say just count everything.
Another YouTuber said eating packaged keto foods like Quest bars was doing dirty keto, in parentheses, and was angry about it. What are your thoughts?
I don't like people like that. I don't like people that get angry about your diet. Do whatever you want to do.
I'm not going to judge you for what, helps you stay on track and is very convenient for you. You might have a family of 5 and you're also working a full-time job. And if a Quest bar is what suffices or satisfies you in the morning and gets the job done for you, then I'm not going to say you're doing dirty keto and I'm mad at you. You're doing keto your own way. You make it work for you. Don't be influenced by even us. We share our experiences and our thoughts and our opinions, but don't base your entire life on what people on the internet say.
Yeah, you don't have to follow a doctrine of a YouTube person or even like a doctor.
No.
You take all the info in and do with it as you will and come out with your own lifestyle that you like.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Love your new home. This is $5 from Sherry. Actually made egg loaf this morning. Not know about Cookalong. Oops, but dude, frying it in butter is so good. French toast sticks. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do when this is done.
I'm sorry. We're gonna be better. This was our first Cookalong.
We're gonna have an event calendar on our website, right?
Yeah, I guess. Okay. No, but we struggle to pick the recipes every week. What?
Not really available in caps. We dirty boys. I love that.
Matt's gonna be saying that all day.
We dirty boys.
Thank you for that.
How much and what kind of salt do you put in your warm saltwater beverage in the morning? Do you do warm saltwater? Have you done it in the past? I
used to, yeah, a lot. It helps me get my digestion flowing, and I really like starting. I definitely drink a good 20 ounces at least right when I wake up, or I'll do green tea a lot lately. So I like a warm drink. It helps move everything.
Yeah, I don't do a warm salt drink in the morning, but when I do put salt in my drink, it's usually like a half teaspoon. Probably start with a quarter though.
Made your butter cake last night and I've eaten half of it already. It's the best recipe ever. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Which recipe?
The butter cake. I'm scared to make it again.
First time live, not getting any picture, but that's not unusual with my computer. Sounds like you need a new computer. What do you feed Miley? I'm adopting 2 kittens today. 2 kittens at once? That's going to be crazy.
I'm actually pretty envious. That's beautiful. We feed them, we feed her currently NND, It's, what is it? Nature and...
I don't know what it stands
It's
for.
grain-free, and we look for the highest fat content we can when it comes to our pets. We're going to be getting her new food soon because we moved away from our normal food store.
Is dark chocolate really healthier? Yeah, just because dark chocolate to milk chocolate is on a spectrum. The more towards milk chocolate it is, just the more sugar and more like what is it, powdered cream they add to it. So like 100% pure chocolate is very dark chocolate, and it's just chocolate. There's nothing added to it.
Someone said, thanks for the egg salad recipe. She eats it all the time. That's amazing. Have you ever made scotcheroos? Scotcheroos?
Scotcheroos?
What's that?
It's like I think it's a bar thing, maybe. It's like a butterscotch thing. No, we never
shaped
had
like a
them.
kangaroo?
No.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Speaking of roos, what about Dunkaroos?
Those were really good. My favorite was the vanilla frosting with sprinkles, like the birthday frosting.
Oh, I love that one.
With
And
the
it had the
vanilla
chocolate.
cookies?
No, it had the chocolate cookies.
You can get both.
Oh.
I like the vanilla. I don't like chocolate cookies.
What I always did, I would like dip my cookies in the cream, but I would do like really little dips. So then at the end, I just had a ton of cream left. And I
or you
scooped
put
it.
your tongue in the thing.
Of course
right?
you do that. You can't miss any.
Is Quest Bars a meal replacement? I would say no.
It could be. It could be whatever you want to make it.
Yeah, that's true. But like if I were gonna eat it, it would probably be a snack or a dessert. And if I'm gonna eat it for a meal, I would probably also like add something fattier to it to fill me up. Because like a Quest Bar is not filling for me. But if it fills you up, or it's like a good breakfast with your bulletproof coffee, then that works great.
How is it possible to get B12 on vegan keto without multivitamin capsule? Well, I wouldn't recommend doing vegan keto. And it's not possible to get B12 on a vegan diet. So you have to supplement that. There's a lot of stuff you can't get on a vegan diet. That's why I don't do a vegan diet.
Any thoughts on Juice Plus?
What's Juice Plus?
I don't know. Does that sound really funny though?
It does.
Juice Plus. It sounds like you're just
Juice
drinking
Plus?
juice boxes all day.
Mrs. Vegas. They use syrup. Oh, he's replying to someone. Do Quest Bars affect your blood glucose levels a lot? I had a Quest Bar almost 2 years ago and it drastically raised my sugar. I heard they changed their formula though. Yeah.
They have
changed
since
their
2 years
formula.
ago.
But we haven't really tested it in isolation. Maybe we should soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that would be good to do like right first thing in the morning, or do you think it matters what else is we'd be
It's
eating?
easiest just to do it in the morning, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be doing that.
The Bio Explorer, $5. The no-bake cheesecake is worth a fortune, but I only have $5 to splurge today.
Aw, thank you. You didn't even have to donate. We appreciate it.
Should I stick with grass-fed beef only? I want to make a video on this soon. No, you don't need to stick with grass-fed beef only. I think the best reason to get grass-fed beef is just for the like factory farming and
Ethical reasons.
Ethical reasons. That's the number one reason to get grass-fed. But if you're doing it for the nutrition, it's marginal. Like, so you'll hear this stat, like, grass-fed beef has 23 times the omega-3 fatty acids as grain-fed beef. But then you actually like dig a little bit further and you find out it's only 80 milligrams of omega-3s anyway. So it's like a very irrelevant amount. It's like one serving of salmon has 2,000 milligrams, you know? So in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really matter. It's just a deceptive statistic. But as long as you're getting like hormone-free and stuff, which a lot of the grain-fed beef at the grocery store is now, I would say it's not a huge upgrade to get grass-fed.
Can you guys test the Think Thin bars with the Quest Bars if you haven't already? The Think Thin bars are a no-go. They use maltitol and IMO. It's
There's 21 grams
21
of maltitol.
grams of maltitol. Though, stay away from those.
So if you look at our sweetener test, we did, I think, about 30 grams of maltitol for a blood glucose and ketone test. So that's going to be comparable to what a Think Thin bar is. It's 21 grams of maltitol.
That's going to mess with your blood glucose
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
a lot. It's going to be nearly as bad as sugar. Would you say the Karo pre-workout is not the move to if the main motive is fat loss? Yes, I would say it is not the move.
Do you guys snack after dinner? Yeah, sure we do.
I try to do it like
every day.
directly after dinner.
Yeah. Not every day either. Depends on the meal we're having. But yeah, like if we have a steak and some broccoli, then maybe like right after we're done, we'll have a mud cake or we'll have some chocolate or something.
I usually have some dark chocolate. Wait, someone said, where was that? I hate cooking. I see your 90-day program is on sale. Is there a lot of cooking involved? Well, yeah, I mean, any kind of nutrition plan has cooking involved, I'd say, right?
Yeah.
It's more of like a structured framework for your macros and less about like exactly what to cook. So you can do whatever you want. Like you can get by with just buying prepackaged stuff at Kroger probably, if you really hate cooking.
Some people are asking about beans. So there is an alternative to like black beans, and they're called soybeans. They still, like I've eaten them, like they're fine. They're very low carb. I still get the same like gassiness and bloating that I do from normal beans, just as a heads up. And then a lot of people asking about our wedding and if it's going to be keto. It's probably not going to be keto.
Our wedding?
If we have like a wedding party or something.
It's not going to be exclusively keto, right?
Yeah. What is the best ranch dressing? I would say the Primal Kitchen ranch dressing because it's made with avocado oil. It's a little pricey, but you can find it in Publix and like Whole Foods, and I think even Kroger has it.
$5 from Running on Insulin. I'm a type 1 diabetic and Quest bars shot my blood sugar, even the new ones. Any bar recipes or better companies? I think it's the fiber. It might be the fiber, it might be the protein too. It's probably more likely a combination of those two things, and then also the fact that they're really low fat, so there's nothing to like slow the digestion.
Keto bars is a good option if you need bars.
That's probably the best option, keto bars.
Oh, 1 more minute on the egg roll.
Is that 20?
Yeah.
Okay. How many ketones do you guys have? We actually haven't measured ours I haven't measured mine maybe in a month.
Yeah.
Since we moved, we've been like on the go a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to do some things in the next month or so that require a lot of testing, probably. Do you guys eat deli meats?
I don't really.
Once in a while. Like last night we had some with our cheese plate. Oh, let me show you guys the cheese plate we made last night. It's smelling good over there. Look at this cheese plate.
There's how many? 2.
Yeah, I'm taking it off. This was our date night.
We ate a lot of it.
Did we? I think we ate less than I was anticipating.
Oh.
Mega's becoming a cheesemonger.
Cheesemonger.
What is that? What the term would be?
Yeah, could be. Egg loaf's ready.
Get one of those things to set it on, like a. There's a little green one.
Yeah.
Throw it. What's your favorite mayo without soybean oil?
Primal Kitchen.
Primal Kitchen.
Chipotle. Are you sure you don't want to cook it longer?
Let me see. We'll bring it over and show them so we can all decide together.
It looks very flawney, but no, it looks good. It's very hot.
That's good.
Okay, guys, this is it. Let me show
Here,
Facebook.
let me lift it up for them. No one can see it.
Facebook could if I did that.
Smells pretty good. So it's kind of like airy feeling. I think it'll sink down when it cools.
Your camera looks dirty.
But it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna try this in a minute here. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit. Husband won't do keto because would have to give up his whiskey. Is it possible to do keto with a daily glass of whiskey? Yeah. I mean, you can do it. A daily glass of whiskey, of course, is going to be hindering any kind of diet you're doing. But yeah, you can do it. Whiskey has 0 carbs. Please check out White Claw Spiked Sparkling Water. Fantastic alcoholic beverage with 2 grams of carbs per can.
He wants to come up.
Come
Do
here.
you guys ever have cheat meals? My husband and I are new to keto and love you both. We love you too. And what we do is like a calorie cheat, I guess you could say. So we still keep it keto, pretty low carb, but we'll do like barbecue or wings or just a lot of protein and then fat, and that'll push us on our calories. That's about it.
Great question here. Why isn't that cheese in the fridge?
The longer you refrigerate cheese, like the more it loses the like the aromas, the taste, the texture. Like you don't want to necessarily refrigerate cheese. You don't have to, and the longer you do it, the worse off. So I've like made a rule, and I hope we stick to it. Is if we buy cheese, like I want it to be gone within like 48 hours, because then we can leave it out on the counter.
What do you think about keto people advice that say no cheese and no caffeine?
That's a preference.
Yeah, I think if you do no cheese and no caffeine, that's definitely another step in the direction of like the optimal diet. But also, like there's, I don't know, like using caffeine, the way that we use caffeine in America is like you need your daily coffee to become a human being again, right? That's not good, of course. Like you don't want to be dependent on anything. But there is this magical beverage, coffee, that makes you extremely productive for the next like 3 or 4 hours after consumption. So like, do you want to use that as a part of your life? Maybe. I like using it. But is it part of like the most 100% optimal diet? Probably not. Neither is cheese.
Also, quick tip about cheese. If you are making a cheese board or you're going to serve it to people, take it out like an hour in advance so it can come to room temperature, because then that's when it tastes the best and you get all the goodness.
Will it deflate?
It did deflate.
Deflated a little, but not like in a bad way.
It's still loafy.
Yeah. I want to fry it up like French toast sticks.
Okay, do that.
Okay. Did you ever do any more cryotherapy? Have you ever done ice baths?
Never done an ice bath. I haven't. I think Matt did in college for like basketball.
Yeah.
But we're gonna still do more sessions of cryotherapy. We just got to get around to doing it.
I want to get an ice maker for the bathtub up there.
What do you say to someone who wants to do keto but doesn't know where to start? We have a 4-video series on our YouTube channel. It's an intro series talking about, you know, everything we've learned over the past like 2.5 years and giving you tips and resources. So definitely check that out, and that'll help.
My phone's low. Can I switch the plug to my phone?
Yeah. This smells good though.
Are you gonna try it too or no?
Yeah, I can try it. Hopefully it came out differently. Matt's over there. Let me get some questions in. My girlfriend and I have been eating keto for 2 weeks. Should we have tested our ketones before starting? How often should we test? Testing is not necessary by any means. You didn't have to test before you started. We didn't test for like a good year with a blood meter. The urine strips, I don't ever recommend them. What is that?
What? Oh, it's like a different
Is that
currency.
just $1?
It's some kind of different currency. I don't know, 1,000 somethings. Someone donated 1,000 of a type of currency.
Rose is red. Thank you guys. Keep it up. You look cool and friendly. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Can I flip this out, you think?
Yeah, maybe. I would rim it first.
Okay.
Here, do you want to do it? I make French toast sticks out of your keto bread. Yeah, we do have a recipe for that. That's a really good way to make French toast. And you had one of your cookbooks left. Oh, did you
buy
get
it?
I hope you got it.
Maybe that means they'll restock.
Do you like Premier protein shakes? I've never actually had one. A lot of people add them to their coffees in the morning, but they are just pure protein. So I would add fat if you're gonna have one of those.
I've never bought a pre-made protein shake in my life. I don't see the point when you can just buy the powder for cheaper and make it yourself.
My family said that I talk about you guys like we have a personal friendship, Robin Wilson. We do. I love that.
We're getting some slight stickage here, guys.
So make sure you grease yours better. Hopefully it didn't stick too much.
I'm just going for it though.
Does your cookbook have nutrition info? Yes, it does. It has everything you need. Plus it tells you the sugar alcohols.
So look at this. It's very much like a custardy dessert, for sure. You can see it's like very soft.
Oh, it was rupees. 1,000 rupees is
1,000
$10.
rupees. Whenever I hear rupees, I think of Slumdog Millionaire.
Something that smells good. It does smell good in here.
You want to try this?
Yeah.
I'm not going to fry it up.
Okay. Is it hot to hold?
Yeah.
So how do you spell your name, Mega? G or H first? It's G first. M-E-G-H-A.
It's pretty good. It's not... How much stevia did you put in?
A fair amount.
I like this. It's definitely what it is. Like you throw 3 ingredients together, blend it, and bake it. It's nothing special, but for how easy it is, I would make this again.
Yeah, it's eggy. So if people who don't like eggy things, this is probably not up your alley.
It is eggy, but like I could see for sure pancake syrup on this being phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a mug cake that's harder to make.
Yeah, and not quite as good.
When did you move into your house? Wait, did you guys move into your new house? Yes, we did. About 2 weeks ago.
We'll do a tour at some point. It's just not like presentable yet.
My girlfriend and I love you. Thanks for inspiring us. Thank you.
Load it up with butter and syrup. That would be really good. This is solid. I would recommend this, definitely.
I would have added more spices, ginger, cloves. Yeah, maybe make it a little more flavorful. Have you tried the chalk zero bars? Yeah, we have. I don't love them. They're pretty high carb, aren't they?
High fiber.
Yeah, like the total carbs high from like fiber.
What's the size scoop for the 90-second bread? I'm pretty sure I said it a lot in the recipe video, but it is a quarter cup.
And it's in the recipe. It's quarter cup.
Quarter cup.
It says serving size 1/4 cup.
Keto is the best for diabetics, said someone.
It is really good for diabetics.
Mega, what's your favorite supplements?
And I'll take a digestive enzyme time to time depending on how I feel. And I think that's about it. I'll do like MCT oil powder.
Wait, is fiber a bad thing when watching carbs? Shouldn't it be subtracted from the total carb number? I would say, yeah, like if you're getting your carbs from veggies, from food, probably it's fine. Like it's not, it's for sure just subtracting using net carbs. But I think there's definitely a gray area at play when it's like a bar that is made with soluble corn fiber, which is incredibly sweet, and just like added to the bar, like adding fibers to things for no reason other than taste. That's when it gets more of like, I don't like that as much. I definitely don't like go out of my way to eat those things. So that's when I would say fiber is a bad thing. What is your favorite ice cream? Actually, my personal favorite is, I think, shipping soon, right?
Yeah, Rebel Creamery.
Rebel Creamery.
And they're sending, they updated their flavors, so I can use it. They're using a different, they're using something else.
What?
I think like milk protein or something.
What did they use before?
Instead of whey, maybe?
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know, if they're still, they used almond milk though, that was the issue. But yeah, they're gonna be out soon. How do you feel about monk fruit sweetener? My mom and I feel kind of sick from erythritol. I think monk fruit sweetener is a great option. The liquid kind we use in our coffees and in like desserts, baking. Yeah.
Thoughts on fiber syrup? Those are gonna, depends on what they're made of. You can't really buy soluble corn fiber. I've been trying to buy it for a long time so I could actually test it. But if you're getting like the Fiber Yum, the Yacon fiber syrup, all of those are not good. They're gonna spike your glucose pretty significantly. I would say like, it's like 2.4 calories per gram. So if it says 10 grams of carbs per tablespoon or whatever, it's probably really like 6 effective carbs. A couple more and then we'll call it.
Is Swerve okay? Yeah, it's just erythritol.
Hi from Detroit. Represent. $5 from Megan Dzelski. Love your guys and your cookbook. Eat a breakfast cookie every morning. Watch your videos every day.
Those are so good.
Champagne and caviar? That sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it.
I started cheating on keto when I was off at work training because it was easy. How can I get back? I'm trying, but it was so easy to stay on it before. Should I do a fast of some sort? I don't know.
Yeah. What changed between that, I guess?
It sounds like it's more of a mental thing. Maybe you need some kind of like accountability challenge to just kind of get you going for a couple weeks. Share your meals on Instagram or something like that. Maybe that could help. Just a note, if you're a type 1 diabetic or insulin dependent, keto can be dangerous to just jump into without knowing how to change your dosages. So if you know a type 1, don't push this diet on them. That's a reading from a comment. That's not my advice.
How do you feel about pre-workouts? There are good options out there. We have Sanctus Nutrition that Matt uses regularly.
Yeah.
Caffeine's always just a great one, or just like getting a bulletproof coffee in before your workout.
What do you think about Dr. Berg suggesting avoiding snacks due to insulin spikes? Yeah, I mean, are snacks good or bad? They're probably bad. Like, not snacking is better than snacking. But I think finding some kind of middle ground that's sustainable for you. A lot of people try doing like 1 meal a day, and if that's what works for you, that's awesome and it's very good. But most people coming from a standard American diet, if you're just like, no snacks, spikes insulin, it's hard for them to really do that. So like, in the interim, having keto snacks is probably good. I have snacks pretty regularly. I try to just limit it to like 2 or 3 meals. But yeah, every time you eat it, your insulin rises. I don't know that I would necessarily say it spikes insulin the same way like a candy bar does. But yeah, avoiding snacks is probably going to be beneficial in the long run.
Hi, Julius. Someone said hi to you, buddy.
Have you done carnivore keto? If you have, did all the protein throw your ketones off?
We've tried carnivore keto, yes. I don't remember testing when we were doing it.
I do. Your ketones are a lot lower for sure.
Okay.
But are high ketones what you're shooting for, or is feeling really good what you're shooting for?
That's a good question, Matthew.
But yeah, and also like you don't have to do a higher protein carnivore diet either. You can do the same macros as you're currently doing. You just probably have to add like some butter to your meals.
Do you guys work out? Yes, we do. 4 to 5 days a week. We just started incorporating sprinting as well.
$20 from TCOV22.
Thank you.
Thanks for the great video. You guys are very relatable.
Oh, we appreciate that. We definitely strive for that. Because that's what you want, right? When you want to learn something from someone, you also want to feel like they've been in your shoes.
Mm-hmm. No flax and chia because they're estrogenic. Okay, so I don't think that is true. You can read up on it. There's a lot of like phytoestrogens and things like soy and flax meal. Does that mean it promotes estrogen in your body? I don't think that's necessarily been proven. I think it's been disproven. But yeah, do more reading on that. I guess I don't really have a strong opinion, but do I eat chia seeds? Yeah, pretty regularly.
Did you come up with your recipes for your cookbook? Yes, we did. About 12 of them are from our food blog, and then the rest are new that we came up with, and it was a lot.
Where's the cat? She's downstairs. She's getting used to the house.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh, it's been an hour. This has been fun, though. We're glad we're back at it. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a setup going and not.
We're gonna be gone next week.
Oh, we're gonna be at a wedding next week.
Yep.
All right, guys.
2 weeks from now.
Sorry. We'll see you though.
See you guys.
Join us on IG Live in the morning, 9 to 9.